Hello and welcome to my latest weekly video news from Madison's. Well, Rightmove have produced their latest house pricing data report. We watch it keenly in the industry because Rightmove often are at the front end of what's going on in the property market. They see prices that things are coming to market, how quickly things are going under offer, and general stock levels. Is the market up or not? And for the third consecutive month, the asking price that properties have come to market at is up 1.6%, and all sectors are showing an increase. This graph here is showing you the increase seen in both first-time buyers, second steppers and top of the ladder, as we call it. So all markets in all areas showing an increase. And 53% of properties going under offer at or above their asking price, and things selling twice as quickly as they would or did do in a more normal market when you look back to 2019, which is a bit of a tough market, but is certainly more normal. Those sort of figures have got to be unsustainable. We face some headwinds, what with rising fuel and energy costs, mortgages expect to increase a little further, and inflation roaring. So it's certainly not sustainable, but reflecting overall the fact that there are simply more buyers chasing too few properties, and sellers are picking up on that, and they are therefore nervous to bring their property to market, fearing that they will not find. The reality is, if you take your property to market, you put yourself in the best possible position in this very fierce market to secure a good property. So interesting data there that we're certainly witnessing every single element of that here at Madison's. Going to market with a good few number of properties and achieving a great price, but just very, very quickly. I'd like to say thank you to Louise in my team actually at this point. So Louise is responsible for taking my properties to market. She does all the necessary next steps, photographs, floor plans, etc. And she manages it like a military operation. Often for a seller, they want to be on the market yesterday, and Louise has a lot of sellers' needs to juggle and to keep that oiled machine running well. So she does that really well. So thank you to Louise from me for all you are doing in getting all those properties to market so efficiently. Well, the rental market, that's also booming as well. So rental prices are up. And one of the reasons it's felt that rental yields are increasing is because of the rise of Airbnb or short-term lets, which are often seen as more lucrative. If you can get everything organised in terms of cleaning of a property, turnovers, etc., then you can get some really great returns. And Airbnb, interestingly, came out this week and said they would support the banning of Section 21 notices, which is whereby a landlord can evict a tenant through no fault. Here come the children on the scooters. They're gonna go, they're gonna go. So Section 21 notice means a landlord can evict a tenant through no fault. And there's been a call for some time now to ban that because it's felt to be unadvantageous for tenants who, good tenants who pay their rent, do well, but then get evicted through no fault. And it's felt that landlords are doing that so they can take advantage of better short-term rental yields. So Airbnb says it's very difficult to police this area, and in having a ban on Section 21 notices, it would enable them to police their website a lot better. So interesting that they've come out in support of that. Well, something else that the government has been looking to get rid of for quite some time is going to come into force very soon is the abolition of ground rents for new leasehold properties. So this has been a real kind of shark practice over recent years, whereby developments are made, sometimes houses that are made leasehold, and you have to pay large ground rents with escalating prices built into the head lease. So that's going to be banned very soon, no longer allowed. You'll still have to pay ground rents on existing leaseholds, but it's felt there will be a move to get rid of those escalation clauses and pressure put on freeholders to get rid of that. But the prices you could pay would be huge. I mean, sometimes the ground rents range between £500 to £30,000. It was astronomical. So great to hear that that is changing. Well, on a lighter note, I was really interested to see that it's the 40th anniversary since France launched its scheme to recognise its most beautiful villages. It was launched in 1982, put together by a group of mayors who felt that if a village had that kind of stamp of approval, then it would increase tourism. And indeed, if you go into a village with its red and green emblem, it's believed that that village will have a 50% uplift in tourism, which of course will in turn affect the property market. So Les Plus Villages de France is what it's called. To enable to qualify, the local council has to put together an application which has to be supported by the council. You have to have no more than 2,000 residents there. You have to have something of historical importance and a particular attraction that will draw tourists to your area. And it has to be very beautiful and in a very beautiful part of the world. So yeah, interesting that it's been 40 years since that's been going. There were originally around 60 villages, slow growth, there are now just over 140. So it's made me want to look out for who's got those stamps of approval and make sure that I visit them on my next trips to France, mine and my family's favourite villages to go to. Well, the Amelia opens this week. I've been talking about it a lot. Do look out for that. Do support that. And how about this for a lovely property to tempt you that I have just launched? This gorgeous house situated on Manor Park, which is a lovely area just off Hurstwood Lane. It's on the sort of over beyond the common, over near the Spa side of Tunbridge Wells. It's got a wonderful setting set down the end of this road, abutting woodland, and really beautiful accommodation. Historical importance to the property. It's got real story behind it as well, which we'd love to talk to you about. But on at a guide price of 1.3 million. It's proven popular. Get in touch if you'd like the details. Hope you have a lovely week. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.